everybody, CT Hippo. So, a couple weeks ago, was out in the little inflatable boat trying to get some footage of the Wildcat Cove wreck, and didn't work out so well. Amongst other things, I ended up damaging the data line on the underwater camera, so had to replace it, and here's the new one. So, let's see what's in here. So the old one I had was a 4-inch underwater camera, fishing camera, 4-inch referred to the size of the screen. This time I went with a 7-inch, still a 50 meter, or no, 30 meter, so 100-foot cable. Slight difference, the last one used a 1/8 inch stereo cable for the connection. This one uses RCA, which is nice because they're more universal, and so therefore I can theoretically hook this up to something other than just the screen that came with it. And this was about 30 bucks cheaper, and it comes in this nice little case. So, anything that special. Okay, so opening this up, we've got, this is the sunshade that goes on there like that. Little spacer block of foam, instructions, remote control because reasons, battery pack. The previous one had the battery built into the screen unit. This one has an external pack. This is 12 volts, 4.4 amp hours. Looking to see how it works. It's not going to want to tell me. Okay. A couple of power outlets. Wall wart. Don't want to pull too hard on this stuff. So there's the camera itself. It's in a pretty fat housing designed to look like a fish lure. That's different. Useless little float. Don't need that for anything. Little rings for clipping it onto your fishing rod. Don't need those either. Camera. That's kind of a nice trick. Little Velcro thing there. This one's on a little reel of cable. I'll hook it up to the orange cable reel that I used on the last one. I will say this is significantly thicker cable. Plan is to go through and cut all these little metal bits off because I use hose clamps and whatnot. Don't know if you can see in there, but it's got the LEDs. And then this is what I was saying about the connectors. So there's the video output connector. And these RCA connectors are pretty standard in the video world for analog outputs. And so if I don't want to use it with this, I can hook it up to like some kind of a DVR or even a VCR. If, you know, remember videotapes? Wow, I'm dating myself, but that's okay. Nobody else is going to. So the advantage here is whereas this has, I believe this has a video record function like the previous one did. It's got a built-in recorder. Guess I need to play with that. I can put a splitter in here, and this could also go to a separate recorder, or it could go to, say, you know, a 24-inch LCD TV is practically free these days. And so when I've got a bigger boat somewhere in the future where I can have a permanently mounted display, it'll make it a lot easier so that the person driving the boat can also see what's going on without having to look at this little tiny screen. Let's see if this pops out of here. Comes with a... It's interesting, these all say TF, but these are all micro SD cards. Little... Oh crap. This one's a 16 gigabyte micro SD. Goes right here in this little port on the front. That's handy. USB, not entirely sure what that's for. The screen pops out of the little mounting here, which is hot glued in, but yeah, that's not a bad thing. Not the end of the world anyway. So let's give this thing a shot. Video input, DC LED. So that's going to be another nice thing is the LEDs in this are hooked to a separate power supply from the camera, whereas the old one was all on one. So I can either put a switch in or just unplug this, and that way I can turn the LEDs on and off. And sometimes there's an advantage to that. Sometimes they create a glare that you don't particularly like. No idea if the battery pack is charged or not. Guess we'll find out. Oh, that seems promising. Well, that much comes on. That's apparently the splash screen. And maybe I can get this in here. That's kind of the view. There's my camera. There's me. Anyway, seems to work. On the whole, I'd say video quality is comparable or possibly better than the previous one. So, yeah, this seems pretty nifty. I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe take it out tomorrow and play with it and see how it works in the real world. But until then, we'll see you next time.